You become Buddha.
Moving ahead with a positive thought, now it's time for the top stories. Top headlines of the hour, let's go with it. Chief Minister Napirio scheduled to launch 10-bed ICU wards across 12 districts, hospitals and the tele-ICU hub at Naga Health Authority in Kohima today. Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee asked all 60 legislators of State Assembly to submit resignation and demand for implementation of Naga political solution. With Assembly elections impending, Deputy Commissioners, District Election Officers, along with additional Deputy Officers and Electoral Registration Officers issues notification to all political parties in the state on final publication of e-roll. Shops owned by Jain community in Dimapur to remain closed for 12 hours today in protest against declaration of their worship site Sri Samad Shikarji Hill as tourist spot and opening it for commercial exploitation by centre. Strong tremors felt in Jammu and Kashmir and Delhi NCR region as an earthquake of magnitude 5.9 hit Afghanistan on Thursday. Second time in a week that a quake hits national capital. So I'm pretty sure that you have got to know about what is happening in and around today at this moment. So let's look back at yesterday's, what happened in the news headlines.
Nagaland Pradesh Congress para President's Rule aro Naga political jamalade hal mangigena chunav ke postpone kuri dibi kuise. Press conference te theribara UDA sarkar ke olop to hosa hoigena rukhi thaka solution naga rasta khulibole resign kuribi kuise. ENPO laga mang ke rukha bodli CMRIO para ulta ENPO laga kharcha uthai gena taikha laga mang submit kuribole dishe kuise NPCC chief ke theribara iman deri piche cabinet para ENPO ke aru bhabi sabole kwa ke bhi ninda kurise. Pradesh te elections aha homoy Nagaland Gaumbura Federation para President's Rule adaligena election postpone kuribole binti kurise. NGBF para Prime Minister Narendra Modi aru Home Minister Amit Shah ke polls agot solution anibole mang kurise. Pomching Assembly Constituency Bitor Aha Shengha Tangdan Busti para 56 Manukan para MLA Powang ke support nakuribole janaise. Taikhan sop unanimously ke Kongam Konyak ke support kuribo kuche. Union Ministry of Road Transport and Highways laga data hisab Nagaland 2022 de gari registration to 25,733 de utishe. Lockdown hoigena economic activities sop rukhai dia same 2020 de gari registration do namigena thakise.
So moving on to our next segment, which is called the print preview. So getting into the leading news daily of Nagaland, which is the Morung Express. Let's see what's in the lead today. So it's written that Dhemaji, a story of resilience in the face of loss. I feel lonely, a 30-year-old woman said as she shares her story of living with a flood in her village, Madi Pamwa. Madipomwa village is located in Dhemaji district, Assam. According to the Assam State Disaster Management Authority, Dhemaji is one of the most flood-affected districts in the state. It is a home to nearly 6,86,133 people. And annual flood effect of 1,25,000 people including women and children. So a lady who is sharing her story when it comes to flood. She lives in Dhemaji, which is said that according to the Assam State Disaster Management Authority, it is flooded, which affects almost all the districts and in the state. It is a home to 6,86,133 people. So Dhemaji is a place which is a home to many people, and mostly they are always affected by the floods, which affects the people. During the current waves of floods between May to July 2022, over 1 lakh people, including 30,000 children, were impacted. Most villages in Dhemaji are located along the river, and when it overflows, cropland are damaged. So this lady is sharing her story here that Dhemaji, when the flood comes, it affects a lot of people, which causes the crops to get damaged, which causes damages to the crops. And she's saying that with the floods impacting people, many people even loses their lives as well as their homes. She's also saying that they face problem when it comes to sanitation, because water, when it floods, their people, they suffer from many diseases, as well as they don't even get proper sanitation or water. They don't even get proper nutrition. So that's what she's talking about. Again, going down, living with floods, she's sharing her life with how people live with floods. The young mother from the Mishing community, an indigenous community inhabiting parts of Assam and Arunachal Pradesh, has been married for the past 13 years. She lives with her 88-year-old son and in-laws. My husband works in glass company in Maharashtra. He comes home once in or 2 years. So that is what she's been sharing about her life when it comes to floods, when it causes damage to the entire districts of Assam because of the floods. Moving ahead to another story, which is Nagaland CEO publishes final electoral roll. The Nagaland Chief Electoral Officer has informed that the final electoral roll with January 1, 2023 as the qualifying date has been prepared and published by the respective electoral registration officers of all the districts in the state. A press release from Nagaland CEO informed that all the total number of electors is 13,17,632. The general electors include 6,53,616 males and 6,56,035 females, while service electors include 7,873 males and 108 females. So there's another story which we are gonna look into, which is NNPG's WC accused Nagaland BJP for sabotaging peace talks. The the national political groups, which are the NNPG's Working Committee WC, has accused the Nagaland State BJP and its president Temjen Imna Along of sabotaging the peace talks between the groups and the government of India. In a press statement, the NNPG's WC criticized the Nagaland State BJP president for his anti-solution stance and evasive maneuver and non-committal attitude, and accused him of being arrogant and devoid of any principle. The WC also claimed that it had written an official letter to the State BJP president in November 9, 2022, requesting a meeting on the crucial matter, but had yet to receive a letter from him. So that is what the NNPGs are accusing State BJP president, that he is being arrogant and devoid of his principles, because it seems the WC they claim that they had written an official letter to the State BJP president asking for him to meet them for the crucial matters. However, they have claimed that the BJP president is yet to answer their call for meeting them for the matters that they want to discuss with the State BJP president. Moving ahead to another lead, security restrictions in view of Home Minister's visit. In view of Home Minister Amit Shah's visit to Chumukadima, Nagaland on January 6, the Dimapur police has enforced certain restrictions from 6 a.m. of January 6 to 9 p.m. within Dimapur and Chumukadima districts due to security concerns. It's been said here that due to Union Home Minister's visit to Nagaland, Chumukadima and Dimapur, to be precise, the authorities have enforced certain restrictions which starts from 6 a.m. Which has already started and will continue till 9 p.m. Within the Dimapur and Chumukadima districts due to security concerns. It has restricted use of any kind of remotely piloted aircraft, which is RPA, and it like any kind of drones, etc. Conduct of any kind of firing practice by security forces, civil police, central police, private firing range, or any civilian holders of licensed firearms and bursting of any firecrackers. So that's all we have for today's from the news leading newspaper of Nagaland, which is called the Morung Express. Moving on to the next segment, which is called the Fact of the Day.
Mother Teresa arrived in India on January 6, 1925.
So that was the fact of the day, that Mother Teresa arrived in India on this day in 1925. So moving on to another segment, which is called the Morning Melody.
She's only dancing with the shadows. Her skin is pale like modern wine. Heads up with a smile that she never let go. Blended with shots for the perfect cry. Blow hurts yourself along with the sky. Please don't cry. the sea, whispering secrets up in the sky. 'Cause blue is all I've known, and I'll ever know. Blue, at your side, along with the sky. Please don't cry. I know you miss home when it rains, but everything has a name. Losing yourself is hard, but so is finding yourself again.
Well, that was a really refreshing melody. Isn't her voice really lovely? So moving on to another segment, which is the weather forecast. Let's look into the weather reports of the day. Well, that is all for now. Keep watching Nagaland TV.